Welcome to Engineering Apex. We uncover the story behind the speed. Subscribe for the deep dive. In the rarefied air of the hypercar world, engineering is governed by a set of uncompromising rules. Performance is paramount. Weight is the enemy, and practicality is a sacrifice. Laid willingly at the altar of speed, the formula is brutally simple. 2 seats, a monstrous engine, and zero compromise. To build a car with 2,300 horsepower and 4 usable seats is therefore not just an engineering challenge. It threatens to be a manufacturing impossibility. Now let's open the factory blueprints and deconstruct the story of the engineering apex. The Koenigsegg Gemera did not just present a design problem, it presented a fundamental production crisis. For 2 decades, the company's facility in Ängelholm, the famed ghost hangar, was an atelier for bespoke masterpieces. Cars were built with an artisanal intimacy. But the Gemera, with a target of 300 units, represented a quantum leap in volume. This wasn't scaling up, it was a total reinvention of process. The core problem was how to create a serialized system that could deliver hand-built quality while solving spatial puzzles no one had ever faced. When we analyze the Gemera's architecture, the scale of this challenge becomes clear. First, the monocoque. A hypercar's carbon fiber tub is its heart. To create the Mega GT form factor, Koenigsegg had to engineer a tub for 4 adults without a B-pillar, all while maintaining the integrity to handle forces exceeding 2,000 horsepower. Then, we must consider the powertrain. The Gemera has no single engine bay. It has a distributed propulsion ecosystem, the tiny friendly giant engine, the revolutionary dark matter motor, and the light-speed tourbillon transmission. These components are not bolted into a frame. They are intricately woven into the monocoque itself. A traditional assembly line, where parts are added sequentially, would be impossible. The company was faced with an unavoidable conclusion. To build the impossible car, they first had to build an impossible factory. The solution to this production paradox is the 30,000 square meter Gripen Atelier. When we analyze the factory blueprints and available tour footage, it becomes immediately clear that this is not a traditional automotive plant. It is a laboratory for serialized manufacturing built around a cellular, nonlinear workflow, where a traditional line moves the car sequentially past stations. The Gripen Atelier organizes production into specialized high-tech work cells. This approach is fundamental to solving the Gemera's integration puzzle. The hunt for a viable assembly process begins with the car's core, the massive pillarless carbon monocoque. This tub arrives at its own dedicated cell where it is prepped, not just as a chassis, but as the central node for the entire powertrain. Simultaneously, in other cells, the Gemera's complex heart is being assembled. We see this in the powertrain division, a clean room environment where the tiny friendly giant TFG engine and the revolutionary dark matter 800 horsepower axial flux motor are brought together. They are combined with the intricate light-speed tourbillon transmission to create a single, astonishingly dense sub-assembly. This modular strategy is critical. By building and testing this hybrid core before it ever meets the chassis, Koenigsegg can verify its performance and mitigate the risk of assembly error down the line. The climax of the manufacturing hunt is the marriage of these 2 core components. The completed powertrain module is guided by robotic-assisted lifts and human specialists A blend of digital, precision, and artisanal skill and meticulously integrated into the rear of the monocoque. The tolerances here are measured in sub-millimeters. This is not a simple bolt-on procedure. It is a surgical insertion. Factory footage shows technicians carefully routing high-voltage cabling and coolant line through pathways baked directly into the carbon chassis. This cellular process is replicated for every other major system. The doors, Koenigsegg's signature Synchro Helix dihedral doors, are assembled and pre-fitted in their own jig before being offered up to the body. This parallel workflow, where multiple complex sub-assemblies are built concurrently, is the only way to achieve the Gemera's production targets without compromising the fanatical attention to detail that defines the brand. The Atelier is not just a building, it is a complex, choreographed dance of engineering. The Gripen Atelier, therefore, delivers something far more significant than just the 300 Gemera units. It delivers a new operational philosophy. When we analyze this manufacturing model, we see it as a direct response to the primary conflict facing all low-volume hypercar makers: the tension between scaling production and maintaining exclusivity. The Gemera's factory proves that it is possible to industrialize artistry without diluting it. This facility is a testbed, a scalable blueprint for every future Koenigsegg, the processes perfected. Here, the high-voltage integration, the cellular subassembly, the digital artisanal workflow are now part of the company's core DNA. This factory isn't just a place where a car is built. It is the engineering solution. It allows Koenigsegg to create a new market niche, the 4-seat Mega GT, and dominate it from the outset. Because virtually no other competitor possesses the manufacturing agility to even attempt such a vehicle. The Gemera is the physical product, but the Gripen Atelier is the true technical legacy. It is Koenigsegg's ultimate declaration that their innovation is no longer confined to the vehicle alone, but now extends to the very ground on which it is built. This journey through the Atelier reveals a profound truth. We are drawn to these machines for their impossible performance, but their real story is one of human vision. The factory, like the car, is a monument to a relentless, obsessive pursuit of a better solution, reminding us that the limits of engineering are only ever temporary.